Hello, hello.
Hi,
Welcome.
Cecily.
Hi. So welcome everyone. My name is Cecily Bouye. I work with UTC and I work with Isha. And I am here today to interview Carolyn O'Neill, and she is a past client. So just to ask her some questions to find out about her experience with Carnival. So welcome, Carolyn.
Thank you, Cecily. Thank you so much. Glad to be here.
Glad to have you. Glad to have you. So, the first question I have for you, Carolyn, is how did you find out about Trinidad Carnival?
All right. Well, I found out about Trinidad Carnival from a good friend of mine who traveled with Ultimate Trinidad Carnival UTC. And she was so impressed with her vacation that she came back excited and put together a whole presentation to share with me about her experience. So she had her iPad or her tablet. She had her photos, and there was commentary. And we went to a restaurant, and we had a really good time chopping it up. And she was just giving me the 411 on her Ultimate Trinidad experience. And I would just like to say or ask, who was that friend, Cecily?
I think it was me. It was me.
Yeah.
It was me. And
Yes.
having you retell that story, that's right. I was so excited, and that's right. How did I remember? Yes,
Yeah.
I did put
So
together a presentation to go to show
you
you.
did. And it was so well done. And I'm not surprised that you are now an ambassador for UTC. But anyways, so when you shared that experience with me, like you sold me on it because it looked like it would be so much fun. And the way it was organized and planned, I felt like I can't wait to go to the parties. I can't wait to experience it. So that's how I learned about Ultimate Trinidad Carnival. Yes.
Amazing. And so, what was your first carnival experience? So that was Trinidad Carnival. What was your first carnival experience?
Do you mean like ever?
Yeah,
Or
yeah, like maybe ever, because I mean,
well, you know what? I'm from Toronto, Canada, and so I had experienced one carnival in Toronto when it was called Caravana. It's now called the Caribbean, Carnival, but back in the day, it was called Caravana, and I was 16 years old, and I was in. I don't even know what the band was. I was just kind of thrown into it last minute. Our section was called Tropical Flowers, and I didn't really get the experience. And I think maybe I wasn't mature enough. I didn't really understand it. I was just kind of going with the flow, but I couldn't handle it. And back in those days, people in the crowds would jump in and whine up on you. And so it was hard because we couldn't really show off the costume because people who were watching were jumping in. So I kind of wrote off that experience at 16. And the very next time that I experienced a carnival after that, I jumped ahead and I went, and that was Trinidad. And so that's when it was just like, okay, whoa, this is what it's all about. This is the real deal. And probably because I was older, maybe that helped as well. But the experience was so different and so much more enjoyable. And the fact that UTC was there to guide the travel group, guide us through the experience and give us the information, the history of Carnival, and give us some history about Trinidad, because although I have Caribbean roots, I'm not from Trinidad, so I don't understand the culture. So for me, and I know I'm jumping ahead, Cecily, I'm coming back, but it was just having the history, understanding the culture, where Carnival came from, and putting all of those pieces together, and of course the parties. It just made it a nice package for me that I could deal with, and having Isha and the ambassadors there to guide us and look out for us and look after us just made the whole experience completely different and much more enjoyable than when I was 16 in Toronto.
No,
Yeah.
I totally understand because like
Yeah.
one of my next questions was to ask you why you wanted to then go to Trinidad Carnival, and part of your answer, you already answered it, but part of it too is like when I went too, like I had like I just, it was so different. It was
Yeah.
so different. It was a whole new world opened up to me, and I just wanted to bring it back and share it with everybody. Share that,
Yes.
and that energy, that vibe, like this, share it with everybody. And I wanted
Yes.
people
And
to just
yes.
let's go.
And the music as well, because
Mm,
prior to Trinidad Carnival, Ultimate Trinidad Carnival, I mean, I had known calypso, but and maybe I had heard some soca, but it wasn't really on my radar. And I have to thank you for kind of introducing me to that, because I remember prior to going to Ultimate Trinidad Carnival, part of the preparation was to start going to some fetes and to hear the music, get to know the bands, and who the soca artists were. And that also really helped. And I know with Isha's group, the conference calls to help prepare us and get us ready for carnival. So start going to the fetes, start listening to the soca music, start getting to know who the artists were, and as well start exercising, getting your thighs and your quads ready to
yeah.
go down, 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 and come back up. But yeah, all of that preparation. So, but going back to the music as well, the music really inspired and made me feel like, oh, once again, I can't wait to get there and like shake it. I can't wait to get there and move it. I can't wait to get there and do my thing. So, and because me, I enjoy a good party. So that also was inspirational as well to the whole experience, the music.
And what would you say? What was your most memorable experience? I know at this point you've traveled a few times with UTC. So, what's one of your most memorable experiences?
Oh my goodness. Well, it's really, really hard to narrow it down to just one, because there's
Mhm.
so many beautiful experiences. And I'll tell you what my ultimate most fun experience was, but I do have to say that the experience of meeting the other clients from around the world and bonding with them on these trips is pretty amazing. It's very beautiful that can happen. And I have to say that because of that, there are a few people who I've kept in touch with just from meeting them on these trips. But just going back to your question, if I must choose one, I would say it's the Sunny Side Up fete or party that
Yeah,
start 3 o'clock
yeah,
in the morning. It starts and it goes until like 11 a.m. in the morning. So you're
yeah.
partying with the sunrise, you're partying as the sun comes up. But
It-
the reason why that party is so significant and my favorite and most memorable is it's just everything. It's the food is delicious and it's all you can eat and amazing cuisine. Pick your choice, go down the line. There's so much to choose from. And as well, all the liquor you could drink if you're inclined that way. There's all kinds of liquor you can drink and all kinds of refreshments and juices and smoothies and soft drinks and water and whatever.
yeah.
And then as well, the live soca performances, oh my goodness, Marshall,
Yeah,
Montano is on stage, and
yeah.
Patrice Roberts, just to name a few. And it's intimate and it's close, and you're seeing the artists and you're hearing them sing those songs that you've heard on the radio or heard at the fetes, and now you're seeing them in person and you're rocking it out with them, and everybody's happy. And I don't know, it's a good vibe and a good venue and so much fun. And
Yeah.
yeah, there's just something really special about the sunny side up. And perhaps maybe it is like the intimacy and the closeness, and you're the soca artists live on stage and you're there and you can see them close up enough if you get to the front of the stage, and the food and the drink. Fabulous, just fabulous. And of course the foam section,
the bubble machine,
where you can just like dive in and bubble up.
Yeah, girl, I'm telling you, that's my favorite too. That is definitely my favorite. The first year I went, that was the party that I was like, okay, yep, I'm coming back next year.
Yeah, and like everybody's just lit and really enjoying themselves at whatever level you want to enjoy, because I also remember 2 times where maybe I had enough of being in the middle of the crowd where there's room where you can like step back, breathe a bit, have a drink, have something to eat, and then when you're ready, go back in again. And so it's nice. It was very, very nice, very, very enjoyable. I mean, every part of the trip is enjoyable, but there's something really special about the Sunny Side Up party.
Yeah, thanks. What else can I ask you? I could ask you, so when will your next trip be? Or I know you've traveled already a few times with them. Or...
Yes. So, okay, so if I can give a little history, I first traveled in 2015, and then I traveled again with UTC in 2019, and 2019 was a really special year for me because I went to Trinidad Carnival as well as Barbados Crop Over. And so I had 2 carnivals in 1 year with UTC, and they were both very, very, very enjoyable. And then I was planning to travel with UTC again for Carnival 2020. And then of course that didn't happen because of the COVID-19. So I'm just waiting for when wait a minute.
No, 2020. Yeah, 2020. You got 2020
I did
in there.
go. Yeah. Oh, thank you for reminding me. So sorry.
No, it's okay. The years are flying by. That's why.
Yeah, time is going by. We're 20. Yeah. So thankfully I made it to Carnival 2020. Yes, and then came back and COVID hit. Yeah. So I was so grateful that yay, I got it in. And then I was ready for 2021, and 2021 got canceled. My bad. And so so I'm missing that, and ready to whenever the trip is ready to go, or they open back up the world again, I'm there. And so I'm just looking forward to the next trip, definitely. However, with COVID and everything, I'm just waiting and ready to go when the world opens back up. Yeah. So I know I got my dates mixed up. Oh, that's well.
Okay. Okay. Yes. We all had a year. So
yes. But 2020 was fabulous. We didn't see COVID coming, but it was fabulous. And I remember after Carnival 2020, I think it was like, I don't know, maybe a week later, I already paid up for 2021. I was ready. And then it was just like COVID hit, and everything just changed. And, 2021 got canceled. But like I said, I'm standing by and waiting for the world to open back up so I can get back to Trinidad Carnival.
I hear you.
Yeah.
I hear you.
Yes.
What? Well, any other final thoughts or memories because you'd like to share?
Yes, I would just really like to big up Ultimate Trinidad Carnival, and just to give some feedback about Esha and the team. And I think what's really beautiful about the experience is, like, I compare Esha to like Mama Bear, and her clients are her cubs, and she's looking out for us the whole way through, and ensuring that our needs are met. at the same time, I use the term, mama bear after looking after her cubs, but also, we're adults. So if there's things that clients don't want to participate in, or if there's something that we don't want to do, or if something has come up and we need a bit of an accommodation for something, Isha's right there. Like, she's right there to work it out for you and to accommodate you to the best of her ability. And most importantly, the care is always there. And I mean, her team, they notice, they recognize. So even though we might be in the middle of it having a good time, Isha and her team, they're watching and they're making sure that you're okay. And there's safety in that. And that's really important as well, especially when you're in a foreign, country, or if you've never been before, or you've never experienced it before, you've got somebody looking out for you and making sure that you're safe. So I really just want to highlight that, because that's great. And I mean, when you're partying and having a good time and letting go and allowing the experience to sink in, at least you've got somebody looking out for you and ensuring that you're safe and that your needs are being met. So I just want to say big up to Isha and UTC and all the ambassadors for doing such a great job and creating a really personalized travel package that's really enjoyable. And hey, I'm ready to go back.
I'll probably be right beside you. So
Right?
I'll be right beside you.
Yeah. So there it is.
Oh, well, thank you so much. I mean, you brought back some great memories for myself, because I mean, we've been there together. So thank you for sharing your answers, your time.
Anytime.
And then I look forward to making more memories.
You betcha. Absolutely. Thanks, Cecily. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Yeah.